Today, we're diving into a topic that stings a little because we all know it too well: bad decisions. Oh, how we tend to stumble over them, feel the sting of regret, and then for some reason, do it all over again. But why? What drives us to make choices that hurt us rather than help us? And more importantly, how can we break free from this trap? It all starts with recognizing that bad decisions are often the product of temporary emotions steering us in the wrong direction, overriding our rational minds. When that flash of frustration, anger, or desire takes the wheel, the result is a snap decision with little consideration for what comes next. And then there's your ego, the sneaky culprit whispering, "Stick with it. Don't back down now." To your ego, admitting a mistake is like questioning your very identity. It can't let go, even when the reality of a bad decision stares you down. But here's the catch. Bad decisions don't announce themselves with flashing red lights. They're subjective. What might seem disastrous to one person could be a brilliant move for another. The key indicator? The aftermath, how you feel when the dust settles. Shame, regret, a pit in your stomach? That's the gut check sign you didn't make the best call. And yet, we make these choices over and over, don't we? Why is that? Because we make hundreds, if not thousands, of decisions every single day. Some are insignificant, like what to wear or what snack to grab, but even these small choices chip away at our decision-making capacity. We call this decision fatigue. The more trivial decisions you pile on, the less mental energy you have left for the ones that truly matter. By the time you need to choose whether to work late and finish a project or call it a day and go home, you're tapped out. And that's when you're most vulnerable to bad decisions. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself mindlessly scrolling through your phone when you should be working? That's a decision. How often do you choose to snap at someone because you're frustrated, only to feel guilty later? That's another. We glamorize bad decisions in our culture because they make for juicy stories, right? Remember that wild night when? But every laugh, every brush-off excuse adds another layer of acceptance to the habit. It's a cycle, one that keeps spinning because it feels good in the moment. Instant gratification has a seductive pull. One outburst, one skip morning workout, one more hit of that dopamine from binge-watching a show, and you're hooked. Each time you indulge, it gets easier to repeat. And just like that, these small decisions become defining habits. Over time, they shape the kind of person you are. Some common examples? Not waking up early. Overspending when you know you shouldn't. Skipping a workout. Giving into junk food cravings. Or letting your temper flare. Each choice seems small, harmless even. But every time you choose short-term comfort over long-term benefit, you're compounding a habit that'll bite back hard later on. The consequences are real. Not getting up early leads to running late. Constant overspending digs you into debt. Skipping workouts erodes your health and discipline. Every small decision, every single day, is building a future version of yourself, one way or another. So, how do we change? It's not about willpower alone. You need a target, a why that's strong enough to make those better choices worth the effort. Your internal warrior needs a reason to fight. Waking up at dawn isn't just about being an early bird. It's about getting a head start on your goals, claiming more control over your day. Skipping that extra drink isn't just about staying sober. It's about maintaining clarity and showing respect to your future self. When the alarm goes off in the morning, don't just groan and hit snooze. Remind yourself why you set it in the first place. Visualize what you're chasing and take action like it's the most important thing in the world. Because guess what? It is. These small decisions define your future. There's a pervasive myth that being tough means being self-critical. But beating yourself up after a misstep isn't strength, it's avoidance. Real toughness is staring down the truth, admitting where you went wrong, and resolving to do better. You have to dig deeper, beyond the surface-level mistakes, to understand the why behind your choices. Maybe you stayed out late because you were feeling lonely. Maybe you snapped because you've been bottling up stress. Identifying the root cause takes courage, but it's the only way to break the cycle. So here's a new habit to adopt. At the end of every day, reflect on your choices. Ask yourself, did I make any decisions today that don't serve me? And if you did, don't spiral into shame. Instead, focus on what you could have done differently. Maybe you slept in because you felt unmotivated. Could adjusting your evening routine help? Maybe you ate junk food because it was quick and easy. Could meal prepping on Sunday solve that? Examining your decisions like this will fine-tune your judgment over time. Remember, every poor decision is an opportunity to learn. There's no shame in having setbacks, but there is regret in refusing to learn from them. It's time to aim for better, sharper decisions. Ones that align with your long-term goals and reflect the best version of yourself. Because every choice, no matter how small, echoes forward. Start making them count.